What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. I finally did it. I caved. I joined the notorious Hpool. And I've been in it for about 1 to 2 weeks now, roughly. About a week and a half. And I got a payout. And I sent it to an exchange. And I converted it to Bitcoin. It works. Now, I have another friend who's doing the same thing. He's been mining Chia or farming Chia for a long time, hasn't gotten anything, has about 400 plots. I'm around that also. I have about 50 terabytes right now of plots, and I have not gotten anything since before Chia went live. I got 2 coins before Chia went live. Actually, like 2 days before I went live, I got 2 Chia, and I haven't gotten anything since. And I have been keeping up my plots. My time had gone from, I was about roughly 3 weeks to win, and now I'm at about a month, if not more. I haven't checked in a while because I use Hpool now. And I will continue to use Hpool until the pooling protocol comes out. Since it was delayed 2 weeks ago, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I could not do it anymore. The chance of me getting Chia was just way too low. And with the crashing price of Chia from $1,400, $1,200, $1,000, $700, and now $300-ish dollars, I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to trade in, trade out sort of thing. Chia is very interesting. I did believe in Chia a lot at the beginning, but as time progressed, I kept losing more and more faith in the network and in the whole proof of storage, proof of time, proof of space thing that they set up. They wanted to do a decentralized, everybody has a 1 terabyte plot, that kind of thing. Everybody with a spare couple terabytes would get into it, and it got to the point where it was so popular and so profitable that everybody joined in, but Chia was not ready. And this I purely blame on the Chia developers. Who creates a coin in 2021 that does do proof of work? This is a proof of work. I don't care if they call it proof of time or proof of space. It's technically proof of work because you have to generate all the plots first, and that is work. Now, yes, the harvesting part and the farming part after you have plotted is proof of space and time. However, it's still basically a proof of work network. And without reliable pooling methods, they have lost a lot of credibility in my mind and in the minds of all the other people that I've spoken to. A lot of people have lost faith in Chia just because of this, and they're kind of waiting for other coins to come up and maybe try and steal the thunder of Chia. Do I think that'll happen? Maybe after pooling, I could see some forks and things like that. Once the groundwork's been laid out, that way they don't have to redo everything, but I don't know if it'll be as popular, and I do think Chia lost a lot of popularity recently. I went and spoke to some of the representatives over at Micro Center here locally and asked them, hey, are people still buying hard drives, Chia computers? Have you seen any people return things and things like that? And unfortunately, it sounds like a lot of people have been returning hardware to Micro Center. Obviously, they're saying they don't need it anymore, but you know, the reason is Chia's not profitable. The time to win is way too high. There's no pools. And I understand if the ratio that you make is low per day. However, at least you're getting something consistent with other coins. Mining with my graphics cards, for example, I get a consistent payout every day from the pool. I have since moved it to a weekly payout because I want to save on gas fees. However, I see that balance growing every day, and it kind of satiates my curiosity to see how I'm doing. Now with Chia, I set up Discord bots and things like that so that I get notified if anything happens. And nothing has happened, and it's been months, right? And I believe a lot of you have had the same problems and probably share my frustrations as a bunch of other miners in the space have. Now, am I done with Chia? I don't think I'm done with Chia. I'm still plotting with Chia. I have a Linux build that I set up. I filmed a bit of it, but I haven't got the video out yet to you guys because a new plotter came out, so I'm probably gonna redo a bunch of that. So stay tuned for that. This plotter can plot way faster, which brings me to another problem I have with the Chia devs, intentionally slowing down plotting, which makes sense, kind of, but then again, you're allowing others to improve upon your code and just show how sloppy everything was. Now, I'm not an advanced programmer or anything like that. I have written a few programs in my day, but nothing crazy like a mining system, or nothing crazy like a plotter. So my experience is a little bit limited in this field. However, by reading what others have said and looking at everything, it does look like this was put together pretty sloppily. I think they were trying to fix it down the line and hope for the best, which had Chia not been as popular, would have gone by without a problem. Now, because of all the attention Chia has gotten and the price collapse and people ditching the network and selling their hardware and selling everything or stop purchasing more hardware to add to their network space, I do think that we have lost quite a few people. Now, where those people are going, I'm not entirely sure, but there is one thing that is happening. And if you guys remember, there was a coin that came out way back in 2017-ish era, or was hitting popularity around then, and that was another proof of capacity coin, and that was called Burst Coin. Now, back in the day, I mined Burst Coin with a bunch of my hard drives, and I accumulated a decent amount of Burst Coin. Didn't really sell any of it, just kind of kept it, checking on it every once in a while. I had a Discord with one of the popular Burst Coin servers, and I would look into it every once in a while, see what's going on, the community vibe, feels like that. The beginning was kind of negative. We had a lot of infighting and things like that in the Burst network. However, now it seems like they are getting their stuff together, and it seems like Chia has really pushed these guys to go a little bit faster now too. And Burst Coin is gonna actually be rebranding to something called Signum, I believe. And I'm sorry if I butchered that. I still have a little bit more research to do into your networking. However, it's very interesting. It's proof of capacity with staking. And the more you stake, the more your proof of capacity is worth, essentially. So if you have like 1 terabyte and you stake nothing, it'll mine as effectively like 25% of its capacity. And then if you stake a bunch of Burst or Signum, whatever it's going to be called, you mine a lot more. So very interesting to see this development going on. I think that we'll see other coins maybe pop up in the space. Hopefully Burst Coin rebrands and they take off and we can reuse our hardware that we've been using for Chia. But I really just hope Chia gets their stuff together, to be honest. I still have some Chia. I didn't liquidate it all. I've only been liquidating half of the Chia that I make because I still have some belief in Chia. Although it is dwindling, I still want to hodl some, and hopefully in the future we can regain our price that we had earlier. I would be happy with about $1,000 a coin again. It would not be too bad, and mining would be a lot more profitable again. And then with the rise of pooling, we'll see a lot more people hopefully come back to the network. I know a lot of people like Red Panda Mining are waiting for pooling, because what's the point in plotting when you have to replot all over again? And that's why I chose to go with Hpool. I don't want to replot everything right away. I know I'm gonna have to, and I will do it one by one slowly, but at least I know now with Hpool that I'm getting something. I haven't been banned. I've had no problems with Hpool. Then again, I watched plenty of tutorials before I even attempted to join. I talked to a bunch of other miners to see how their struggles with Hpool have been going. A few have had hiccups, but nobody has been banned out of my group of people that I talked to about mining and things like that. Most everybody has received a payout, including me, and I have sent it to an exchange and exchanged it, and it worked. So I can vouch for it working. Now, I've heard plenty of issues with other people, especially on Reddit. A lot of people are saying, oh, I've been banned for no reason. I talked to a bunch of other people and they were saying that they got banned too. However, some people were trying to game the system and try to take the Chia reward and what Hpool was giving out. So they get what they deserve kind of thing. Do I trust Hpool? Not really. But some coin is better than none, in my opinion, and I'm not running the Hpool software on my personal desktop or anything like that. My farming computer is on a separate network, doesn't connect to any of my stuff, so have at it, guys. If the Hpool software is doing something malicious, which it very well could be, because nobody has really audited it, it'll be fine. It's sitting over there on a computer that's not connected to anything else, has no wallets, don't keep anything on it. Be as safe as possible if you plan to use Hpool. I'm not going to be offended if you use Hpool. A lot of people have been. Personally, we're in this for the money. At the end of the day, we are not here because we enjoy giving up hundreds of terabytes just for funsies, right? Most of us are here because we want to profit at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I'm here for profit, so I will leave and go to the most profitable thing for me to do. And currently, the most profitable and the most reliable thing for me to do is to mine Chia or farm Chia on the Hpool website. Now, if you have any questions about Hpool or anything like that, leave it down below. I'll try to answer it as best as possible. It is still all in Chinese, so it's kind of a cluster trying to figure it all out. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, leave it down below. Also, a sneak peek to anybody that has made it to the end of this video. I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Alright guys, so this is just a sneak peek for anybody that has been watching and is here at the end of the video. As a bunch of you know, it is summertime here in the south of the United States, and it gets way too damn hot. Now, my mining rigs have traditionally been kind of around the kitchen area, in the bathroom, and the living room, wherever I can shove them. Hasn't been a problem. However, as temperatures have been rising, it has become a huge problem, especially since this year I exponentially grew my mining operations. I've always been mining since 2017. However, at the end of 2018, 2019, I started downsizing because I had to move across the country, things like that, personal reasons. So I had to downsize pretty much everything, and I only kept a few cards. So I mined with a few cards on a small rig. It's never been a problem. And even back in the day, it wasn't really a big problem having all these rigs because the warehouse that I was in had awesome ventilation. Now, that being said, here in the south right now, hot, 100 degrees, and probably gonna be hotter coming up later. So I've done a bunch of research and I'm trying to get some stuff taken care of. As you can see, I have a grow tent, and not only do I have a grow tent, but I have, over here, yep, that is a fan, and it's an AC Infinity 8-inch fan, and it has about 800 plus CFM at the highest settings, I believe. At 4, which is the setting that I'm using right now, it's not that loud. I have it turned off because of the video. I'll actually turn it on here, that way you guys can see the sneak peek of the fan running. It has a very, very interesting controller here. I did opt for the more expensive one. Excuse the tape, I tried to tape it onto the thing and it kind of fell, but I'll figure out a better solution before I make a video, hopefully. Keep your eyes on that. But I don't know if you guys can hear that right now, but that is the fan on setting 4. This is the temperature inside of there. I turned my rigs off right before filming because I didn't want them to overheat, but now they're back on and you can see slowly the temperature is starting to climb. My rigs are in here. You can see the RGBs are kind of lighting up, but I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of what's coming. So stay tuned. I'll have a whole video on how I set this thing up and what I'm doing. So thanks for stopping by. You guys are the greatest, and we'll catch you in the next one.